Hello everyone, Benji-Sales here. Welcome to the channel. I am Benji-Sales, of course. I'm sure if you found this channel, more than likely you are familiar with me and my postings online, probably through either Twitter or the Reset Era forums. I do post on there quite a bit. For those who don't know me, like I said, I go by the name Benji online, and I work in the industry, have for quite a while. I focus primarily in sales. That's kind of my main interest. I enjoy gaming in general, the whole pantheon of it, but really my niche that I've carved is in sales and the financial side of the industry. That's what I find the most interesting. That's kind of what I think in a way sets gaming apart from a lot of other things, is the industry is so volatile, changes so much. You can think you know what's going on one month, and the next month it's an entirely different situation. It's always captivated me. So that's kind of why I'm here, is to give you an introduction and explain what this channel is, why I decided to create it, what the channel will be, what the channel won't be, and you know, hopefully we can all learn from each other with this. I'm new to this. I have never done anything like this. I have no video editing experience. I am putting no money behind this, so don't expect crazy production values. It's mostly going to look like this: me hanging out in my basement talking to you about sales, and hopefully you talking back to me through Twitter or other areas. I want this to be highly interactive and we can play off of each other. Let's get the most obvious thing out of the way. Why the fuck am I wearing a mask? What the fuck is this all about, right? Pretty weird. No, I'm not a phantom thief. I am not trying to steal your heart. I would be unsuccessful doing that, I'm sure, even if I tried. Like I said, I work in the industry, and I don't want to make it too easy for them to figure out who I am. Let's be real. If they really want to, if they wanted to put a lot of resources behind this, I'm sure they could figure it out. But I don't really care, I don't think, anymore. You know, I used to be pretty paranoid about this kind of stuff, but I think I just gave up on that. I don't think I really care. I don't want to make it too easy on them, so I probably will continue to wear the mask. I know it's freaking weird. It's weird for both of us. But it's probably going to stay, at least for the near term, as long as you want me on camera. If you don't want to see this ugly mug, if you'd rather just hear my voice, you know, maybe I'll get off. But for now, we're going to do it this way. So why did I create this channel? Why did I decide to delve into the realm of YouTube and get involved in all this craziness? Well, the answer is pretty simple. I just found the overall sales discussion to be pretty shallow and frankly clickbaity online. A lot of my favorite YouTubers I would watch, and the discussion was just really shallow. If they decided to delve into NPD, if they decided to delve into Japanese sales, any sort of sales with the industry, it would mostly be looking at a list of, say, the top 10 and forming conclusions off of that. Very little research, very little understanding of why things are placed the way they are, what is truly a success, and, you know, maybe a game that is underperforming, and the reasons behind that, right? You have to factor in a lot of things. You have to factor in historical precedent for the franchise. You have to factor in the number of days tracked, right? If, let's say, one game launches on the second day of the month and the other launches 2 days left in the month, that is going to affect ranking. That is going to affect placements. And this is the kind of thing I just saw very little discussion about, very little understanding of, and frankly creates a lot of misconceptions, I think, on the way the industry at large is performing. So I kind of wanted to just bring a bit of a different voice to it. I'm not the smartest guy in the world when it comes to sales. There are people I respect highly that are way better than me at it, but not a lot of them want to talk about it, or if they do, it's pretty quietly. So let's just do this, right? Let's get a conversation going. I don't expect this channel to be big. I don't expect this channel to blow up. I don't expect to make a bunch of money off this. I don't expect to get fame off this. Frankly, I don't really care if any of that happens. I'm not going to be making clickbaity titles. I'm not going to put a freaking picture on my on my video saying why Microsoft's console business is failing, or buy the Nintendo Switch because Nintendo's making billions of dollars, or whatever clickbaity thing you can think of. That's not going to be happening on this channel, right? It's probably going to be pretty boring titles. Things like February NPD analysis and discussion. I don't expect these videos to get as many views as the next Fortnite clip's going to get. But, you know, maybe we can get a small group of us. I think there is a dedicated sales community, and I want to help serve that, you know. As of the time of this video posting, there's already 150 subscribers to this channel almost, and I haven't even put a video out yet. That is not a huge number of subscribers. I'm aware of that, but it does show that there is interest. There are people that care about this sort of thing. And yeah, let's make it happen. What the channel isn't, you know, I kind of already went into that a little bit. I don't want it to be clickbaity. I don't want to get views based off preying off of weird things that happen online a lot, like anger mobs and shit like that. I don't really want to do that sort of thing. I'm not going to be creating videos telling you that Ubisoft, Activision, and EA are soulless corporations just trying to take your money through loot boxes. No, right? I'm not here to do that sort of thing. That's not to say that there won't be criticisms of, you know, publishers if I feel they're doing clearly anti-consumer practices. Of course, you know, that's all fair game, and that sort of thing does happen. But there's a lot more nuance to the industry and why business decisions are made besides just trying to get your dollar, and they don't give a shit about you. There's a lot of great people at these companies that make the decisions they do for complicated reasons. So I think it's worth a little bit more discussion than just telling you, fuck Ubisoft, they're out to get you. And yeah, I think that mostly wraps it up. I want to keep my videos short, 30 to 35 minutes. You've got a lot else to do in your day. I've got a lot else to do in my day. I work a full-time job. Most of you probably work jobs. Sometimes I work more than 40 hours a week. Often I work more than that, and I'm sure many of you do too. And you've got a lot of other YouTube videos to watch, a lot of games to play. You don't need to spend your whole night watching clips of me. So 30 to 35 minutes, really tight. I plan on doing Q&As during a lot of my videos because I want your voices to get heard too. I'm going to be asking for questions off of Twitter on these videos. If you're on the Reset Era forum, you know, you can always send me a message on there if you want a question featured or a topic featured in a video. You know, I want this to be a discussion more than anything because, like I said, I'm not the smartest guy. I know some stuff, you know some stuff. We're going to learn off each other, and it's going to rock, okay? I'm going to do this channel as long as I think it's fun, as long as I think there's value in it, as long as you're getting something out of it, as long as I'm getting something out of it. If it gets to a point where it's just too much work for what we're getting out of it, or people just don't find it entertaining, frankly, if people are like, dude, I don't give a shit what you think about video games or sales, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, then we'll just shut the thing down, okay, right? This, like I said, this isn't to get me famous or anything like that. It's really just to open a discussion line about the industry, the financial side, the sales side, the stuff a lot of people find boring, but people like us find fascinating. Yeah, so I think that wraps it up. Awesome. First video is going to go out, the first real video with February NPD results this week. I think there's going to be a hell of a lot to talk about. Oh yeah, one thing to be clear, I will not be leaking NPD numbers on this channel. I'm not doing that sort of thing. I have a good working relationship, I feel, with NPD, with people involved there. I feel like we have a good relationship, and I'm not going to be leaking their data. If you want numerical data that's not public figures, I'm not going to be sharing that kind of thing here. There are parts of it that we may talk about. I think percentage increases, decreases, that sort of thing is pretty important to the conversation. I think that sort of thing's important. We'll go into things like that, but I'm not going to be sitting here telling you, hey, this console sold X amount of units this month, and this console sold X amount, and this game sold exactly this many units. Not doing that sort of thing. Okay? Cool. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thank you for the support. I'm humbled by it completely, always. You guys have blown me away in my first short amount of time I've been on Twitter. A lot of you have been amazing on Reset Era. Thanks for the support. You know, if you want me to keep doing this sort of thing, let me know. If you don't like it, also let me know. That way we don't waste our time. And I'll see you all later in the next video. Thanks.